Spooky season is officially here, y'all, but it wouldn't quite be spooky season without Michael Myers. Halloween Kills. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by WeAreCritiX.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, I have had the opportunity to screen early Halloween Kills. Yes, the 2021 sequel to the 2018 reboot remake sequel of the 1978 version of Halloween. Now, before I tell you about what I thought about this thing, let me explain the confusion that I'm probably dishing out right now. So, Halloween, the original 1978, has decided to wipe clean all the canon-ish sequels that came about during the 80s and some in the 90s. There might even been like a 2001, but they've wiped it clean. They started with 1978. 40 years later, 2018, David Gordon Green, he directed somewhat of a horror masterpiece. It fit well. It went well. He brought back its original heroine, Jamie Lee Curtis, and some new characters, and it flows very well. Now, we're skipping ahead to the direct sequel to the 2018, which takes place in 2021, Halloween Kills, which brings back Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, Andy, I don't want to mess up her name, Andy Matichak. Matichak? I hope I'm getting that right. I'm known for butchering the names, but she's phenomenal on this as well. So we're talking about three different generations of Strodes in this series, where we have Laurie Strode by Jamie Lee Curtis, and we have Judy Greer, who plays Karen, and then we have the daughter of Judy Greer, Allison, who is also, she's the granddaughter to Laurie Strode. Michael is back. Michael Myers is back, you guys. And what did I think about it? Holy shit. Yo, this is probably the most horror of horror movies that we have seen in a very, very long time. I'm hyping this movie. I'm giving it good praises because it's been a very long time since we've had a rated R film, and there's like no nudity or anything, no sex or anything. This thing is straight up horror, like as horror as horror can get. Very violent, very gory. The body count. Listen, if this thing had a theme song, it would be "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." I'm not gonna give you guys any spoilers. I'm not gonna tell you who made it. But I am going to give you fair warning that this, lock the kids away, man. Lock the kiddos, put them to bed. This thing will be playing in theaters and on Peacock, the streaming network, on the 15th. That is this Friday. But, there's always like early screenings too. So I'm going to assume the 14th there will be some screenings that you can see in the theaters, but it will be exclusive in the theaters on the 14th, but then in theaters and Peacock on the 15th. And this movie is for the Halloween season, y'all. I'm telling you right now, crank the volume, turn the lights down low, grab your popcorn and your girl or your guy, and sit in front of a television or the theater, whatever you feel, and you're gonna get a horror movie. Like I haven't seen anything like this in a very, very long time. That that old school slasher vibe. I'm giving this thing high praises, man. It's and there's some cool nods. If you really pay attention and you're really in tune with the Halloween mythos and things that go on, there is a cool season of the witch nod in this. If you got to really pay attention to it. It's not something that's in your face, but those who know will know when they see it, and it's pretty cool. Listen, so it takes place the same place as the one that we saw in 2018. So it's still Halloween night. For those of you who remember seeing the original, this is not a spoiler. If you saw the original, there's a burning building. Laurie's house is on fire. We assume that Meyers is in this building, and then it takes off from there. So everything that's going on in this movie is taking place on the same exact night, and it's done really well, guys. The way they tie this in, you're getting a lot of pickups from what we saw in the previous movie, and then the thing just kind of continues on. So I really appreciated how they did that, because I'm a continuity junkie, and I'd like to be able to know what other key characters were doing while this was happening, and you get a gist of that. You get a good amount of that, actually. And then a lot of characters meet in the middle. So while this was happening over here, there was something going on over here, and then they all kind of somewhat meet in the middle, which plays for a good storyline around this crazy massacre that's going on in this town. Yo, Michael Myers is no fucking joke in this shit. Like, I'm telling you right now that if you are a character and you were in the same scene with Michael Myers, 9 times out of 10, you didn't make it. That's how brutal and how much shine. Like, Michael gets to flex. He gets to open up in this movie. Like, I'm telling you right now, fair warning, if you can't stomach violence, or you can't stomach heavy gore and slasher movies, then this one's not going to be for you. But I'm telling you, if you're a horror junkie and you appreciate the slasher genre and the old school vibes of horror movies from the 80s that we grew up on, or some of us grew up on, this is definitely going to be the movie for you. It was the movie for me. I'm telling you right now, like, I'm ready to go back to it. And knowing that there's another one coming, I walked out of the theater like ready and willing for some more, like so much more. I didn't care about the story being wrapped, or if it wasn't wrapped. I honestly I was never bored. Like, it keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout. It has a very old school essence that a lot of horror movies just don't have these days. And I really, really appreciated what David Gordon Green has done with this iconic character and the legacy of Michael Myers. Like, I'm curious to see how this thing wraps up. I really, really want to see how this thing wraps up. I honestly, I can't wait till you guys get to see this film, because I thought it just, like I said, it was not a boring moment. There's the town has had enough. They band together. They say evil dies tonight, and Mike wants all the smoke. Mike wants all the smoke, guys. It's such a fucking crazy ride. It's so horror, man. It's so horror. I am thrilled to have been able to see this film when I saw it, and I will be seeing it again. Like, Peacock, I'm gonna be watching it. Thank you, Peacock, for making me not have to lose my mind. I want to see this film, because I'm definitely gonna turn down the lights, crank up the volume, and grab the popcorn and rewatch this thing this weekend. Again, guys, it drops this weekend on the 15th, October 15th, guys. Make sure you guys check it out. I want to know what all of you guys think about Halloween Kills when you see it, because for me, it is great horror, creepy shit that I love. I'm all for it. And I'm not even gonna lie, today we got the Scream trailer, right? We got the Scream 5 trailer, and then I saw Halloween Kills, and I don't know who's gonna take the crown in the end, but Halloween Kills sure has risen the bar for iconic horror comebacks. So I'm just letting you know right now, Halloween Kills is right here, and Scream is my all-time favorite franchise. Scream is my favorite horror franchise, and right now Halloween Kills, it's tipping the scale. So guys, let me know what you think when you see this thing. I want you guys to come back and talk to me. If you have already seen it, what did you think? Drop a comment below. If I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, please tell me, because it's all about what you all think. It's not about what I think. Let's talk about this as a community. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, make sure you check out wearecritics.com, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.